yeah. Hey, Amaru. Only if you're ready, 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 ready.
I'm still waiting. I'm still waiting. I'm still waiting. I am still waiting for my box. I have been off of Zepbound for 2 weeks now. Today marks week 3. I was supposed to have gotten my box. It said Monday, but I knew that was Memorial Day. So Tuesday, she said, it will be here. Now, originally, I should give you just a little backstory real quick. CVS is my pharmacy, but because I've been having good luck with Publix, I have been going to 2 different Publix pharmacies in order to get my medication, and I got one from each one. All right, so I thought this would have done the same. So as soon as my doctor put the prescription in at CVS, I immediately transferred it to a Publix. Now, I went inside a third Publix because I was just randomly going in there, and I decided to talk to the pharmacy, and she was like, "Yeah, girl, we always," well, she didn't say girl, but she said, "Our pharmacy, we always usually get, the medication quicker than everybody else." I should have transferred it there, but instead I transferred it to one of the other pharmacies from Publix, and I shouldn't have never transferred it over there because the key thing the lady told me, she really did not want my prescription. Well, that's how she came off. She basically told me that she didn't have any in stock and did not know when it was going to come. I said, "Well, if I give you the prescription and you order it, then it will come like maybe in about a week or two, right?" And then she was like, "Yeah, it could possibly come." And I said, "Well, I want to transfer it." And then she was like, "Well, as I stated, we don't have it." And I was like, "But you can order it." So she went on ahead and took it, but they kept my prescription for 2 weeks. So um last Friday, which was the 24th, I transferred my prescription from Publix back to CVS. Now, that's when CVS told me, "Hey, it will come Monday, but it'll come Tuesday since Monday was a holiday." And it's Friday, um, actually May 31st, and I still don't have anything. So, for those who have been watching me, I've been off for 2 weeks, and I've averaged a pound a week for the past 2 months. So that brought me up to 8 pounds. So I am currently sitting at 166. Before I give you my new weight, I am currently sitting at one. I was at 166. I did mention in my last video that putting in the work. Now, putting in the work for me, just keep it because I know I'm eating in a calorie deficit because I'm losing weight, but more so of tracking my carbs. And I also need to start increasing my activity level. I already walk 5 days out of the week, but lifting weights and getting all of that strength training to shrink some of the fat that I have in my thighs, I need to go ahead and get that done, right? So I knew that this might take an extra week or two before I even get the medication, which is why I said I need to put in the work. You should be putting in work while you're on the medications. You don't need to wait until after or when there's a dry spout because they are out of stock. That doesn't mean that, okay, well, let me start doing something now. Well, no, you should start doing stuff now while you're on it. And if you're not like me, you're on the compound version or you are getting your medications, I'm so happy for you. I really am. But it is what it is for me. It's kind of like bittersweet because I've had people tell me, "Girl, you don't even need to be on it anymore. You look skinny. So all you need to do is just strength train your body, just do body recomp and then you're good." That's what people are telling me. So that's why I say this whole out of stock thing is just bittersweet for me, but I still want it, because I'm not at the weight goal. Um, for those who have followed me when I was on Wegovy, I had to stop taking it because and thank you for Traces of Tawan's Life for mentioning my channel. We have been rocking with each other for just about over a year now, but she's right, my insurance wasn't covering it, so I was paying a copay of like $200, but the $200 was like, okay, how many more months can I go doing this? So I decided to just stop because it was just eating away at my pocket. So I was like, school getting ready to start. I need to, rethink this. And I'm like, 20 pounds is good enough in 4 months. That's good. That's fine. But I say all that to say this. So I decided to go ahead and put matters into my own hands and that did not involve me calling a bunch of people because I was not going to do that. So what that means is I needed to practice what I preach. So I decided to track. I used Lose It app and I started tracking. Of course, my calories had to be tracked in order to put down all the foods that I ate that day and I decided to lower my carb intake. Now I know that I've been eating low carb, but obviously when I started tracking, my carb intake started going lower. I didn't know exactly how many net carbs I was eating because if you're not tracking then you don't know. So because I started tracking, I saw that I was eating between 30 to 80 net carbs. So within 3 days of doing that, your girl lost 3 pounds. So I went from 166 to 163. Now I knew that wasn't going to last that long because I know because I used to be on keto, that's water weight that is shedding off. Now if I would have been a little bit strict Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, then I probably would have been able to stay at 163. But I just played around with the numbers, just trying to do more of like a carb, not a carb balance, but what do you call that, girl? Carb cycling. That's what I did. So I was trying to play with the numbers, doing carb cycling just to see how it was going to work with me if I was to eat higher in carbs around 80 for like a couple of days and then if I was to bring it back down and see what happens. um so I woke up this morning and I was at 165, so that means I gained 2 of the 3 pounds that I had lost, which is fine with me. Like there's no like big deal about it. That still put me at a 1 pound weight loss anyway. So the fact that I was able to lose weight and I was able to just play and manipulate with the numbers, to me that was just good that I was able to track. So tracking is really not a bad thing. It only becomes a frustrating thing is when you start eating foods that you're not able to find off the list. And then you kind of like have to pick something that's close to it. Like if you're eating beef stew or something and something is homemade and you don't really know, like you can't really figure it out like on the list or whatnot. So when we went out to eat, I planned it out, made sure when we went to Cheesecake Factory, yes, 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 yes. I had the chicken tacos. Was it soft shell or hard? No, it was the lettuce. It was a lettuce wrapped chicken tacos. So good. I can taste it right now. My head, everything makes it so much easier. And I don't know why I didn't think about that before when it was told to me so many different times. And so many people here on YouTube say it, you know? So I'm a little hard headed sometimes. But yeah, so that put me at a 1 pound weight loss, but I was happy for those 3 pounds. So now I know what to do next week. So you got to keep your notifications on. Make sure you are subscribed to my channel because even with me, I have a feeling I may not even be on Zepbound all the way through my whole pre-authorization that I have until November. I have a feeling I may not even be on this that long, but I don't want my views to go down like how some of y'all did me with Wegovy. I had so many people rocking with me with Wegovy, and then as soon as I got off, the views just went down. I have it all on my. It's right there. Post Wegovy, everything is there, and I was able to do what do you call it? a body composition. I did all of that. I did vegetarian. I did all of that. And it's like the views just kind of trickled in here and there. But it's like when I'm doing it naturally, I ain't really getting the feedback. But then as soon as I do something trending, deli, Zepbound, the coffee and lemon diet, honey, that one right there got 60,000 views. Cabbage diet, when I do these little quick fixes or trending diets, that's when I get the views. People want to be in it and people want to know more. But I just want you to rock with me even after Zepbound, okay? So what side effects have I been experiencing? Well, with Wegovy, my doctor did tell me that some of his patients, or he's heard of other patients saying that their booty gets flatter. I've experienced that, but also your menstrual cycle does get altered just a little bit, and I've shared that as well last year. Well, guess what happened? I feel like the same thing happened again this time, but this one feels a little bit different. And the reason why is because I am 43 years old and I am on the Mirena, and I know um, and I've been getting a menstrual cycle for the longest since I've been on Mirena for these past few years. Like, ain't nothing stopped there. But for the past maybe 4 or 5 years, I would have experiences where I would 1 month of no menstrual cycle, and then the past 2 years, I would have two different episodes where I would not have a menstrual cycle for 2 months, have it for a few months, and then another 2 months no menstrual cycle. So that will be two different occasions within one calendar year. So this one felt a little different. All right. I have been like on a light flow, severely light, but it's been like this for 2 weeks now. And it has me a little worried that I could be going through a premenopausal type situation. Of course, I Googled, and it says that one of the symptoms can be, I think it was like prolonged menstrual period. So before I even start bothering the doctor about all of this, I just want to get a little test. So I went on Amazon, and it should be here later today. If I am going through premenopausal, I will do a video and then I'll share what it was like taking a home kit and everything else. But I experienced night sweats since I was 35. So it's been some years, okay? And my mom was 40 when she went through her stage, and I'm 43. And I ain't, well, my doctor did say, well, you might be leading in that direction, but just keep an eye on it. But yeah, this one has me a little worried. For 2 weeks, I'm going through this, and yeah, I am not happy at all, really not happy. Who wants to experience this for 2 weeks? All right. So I am going to make sure I take that test. But if you don't see a video, then that's because there's no premenopausal thing going on. But last night I was a little hot. I thought the AC was off. And I sleep in front of a fan with covers, and usually I am freezing. So I got up, checked the AC. Girl, the AC still was sitting at 73. And I was like, oh. But as I was walking, it's like a heat, like a energy of heat was just around me as I was walking. And I was just so irritated that I did not sleep good last night. And I woke up, of course, irritated, because I pretty much I have to say about this week, far as like 3 weeks now of not being on any Zepbound injections. um Girl, the struggle is real when it comes down to these out of stock type of medications. I did call CVS. They actually called me when I was making the video and I had to stop it. But they said that if it doesn't come by Monday, that I should probably look somewhere else to get the medication prescribed, which is a first because I never had somebody tell me to go take it somewhere else. Usually people would be like, well, it is kind of out of stock everywhere, so you might not. She told me to go find somewhere else. Child,